of Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, God is speaking to Joshua, telling him, have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Now, we need to understand that being anointed is not enough. You need to be very courageous. If Moses was not courageous, I don't think he would have gone to negotiate with Pharaoh 10 times for him to deliver the children of Israel. Pharaoh was able to crush him, able to destroy his life. But as though he was anointed as Moses, he was powerful, carrying the power of God, walking with his staff. But he needed a lot of courage for him to confront Pharaoh. So the anointing is not enough. You need to be very courageous. Jesus was very anointed, but he needed a lot of courage to confront the Sadducees, the scribes, and the high priests, and all the people that were challenging him. The apostles were very anointed, but they needed the courage to continue preaching Christ in the midst of persecution. The anointing is not enough. You need to be very courageous. So you can't be anointed but still fail. Why? Because you lack courage. The courage comes from one thing that I'm going to mention right now. God said to Joshua, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged for one reason. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So the courage is coming from the presence of God. If you understand that you are a carrier of the presence of God, you need to be very courageous. Why? Because God will be with you in every situation. Even when they put you in danger, God will still be with you. When you go through the fire, God will be with you. When you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, God will still be with you. And that's where your courage is coming from. Your courage does not come from your own confidence, from your own knowledge, from your own power, or your own self-esteem, but that courage comes from the presence of God. As long as you know that you are a carrier of the presence of God, you need to be very courageous to take decisions, to make choices, to make the first step. When everybody's scared to move, you can move. My God, my God, my God. Moses was very courageous that he moved. He asked the people of Israel to make the first step when they were in front of the Red Sea. Do you know that the Red Sea parted when they stepped into the water? Is somebody being blessed right now? It was when he made the first step. The first step that they made, that's what caused the Red Sea to be parted. So you need courage to initiate things in your life, in your finances, in your business, in your ministry. You need a lot of courage. You can be anointed, but you need a lot of courage to take the first step. Listen, you need courage to pray for the dead. Even though you're anointed, you need courage to pray for people that are in complicated situations. The anointing is there, but you need the courage to release the anointing. You need to remember, you need to be very courageous. Do not fear. Do not be discouraged, because the anointing upon you and the presence of God, will give you the result. Extraordinary result.